What's up guys, this is Bryce with Grab Bags, here talking about our Marshal bag here in the Grab Bag holster shop. So this is my personal Marshal grab bag. It is a little bit smaller, a little bit slimmer than our larger gunslinger bag. You can kind of see the size comparison between the gunslinger and the Marshal. So there is a size difference. So the Marshal bag is going to carry up to a Glock 19 size firearm, whereas the gunslinger bag will hold more of your full size, Glock 17s, P320s. This will fit a P320 compact. It's tight, but it will fit. Just like a Glock 19, it'll fit in there nice and snug. And you can kind of see how my P365X macro fits in there. And I do have a light on it, so it does make it a little bit bigger. But this is essentially about the same size as a Glock 19, just a little bit thinner, I'd say, and it fits in there very nicely. So let's talk about the obvious reason why you would want to carry this bag. So for one, it's a super comfortable way to carry. Now you have no excuse leaving your gun in your truck or your car or back at home. Now you can take your gun anywhere with you, no matter what you're wearing, whether it's a swimsuit, dress clothes, whatever. So the obvious reason why you would want to carry this bag over any other bag is there are no zippers. So you can draw out immediately. You don't have to worry about fumbling for a zipper. You don't have to take your eye off your target. You can grab anywhere on this bag, rip it open, and your gun is right there, immediately accessible. Let's think of a realistic hypothetical situation. Most situations that involve you using a firearm to defend yourself is within a very close proximity, about 5 to 3 yards away. So there is a chance that you might have to use a hand or two to fight someone off. So imagine trying to get into your zipper bag while you're fighting someone off with one hand. It's going to be a little difficult, it makes it a lot more difficult. Whereas now, I can fight, I can push off of whoever I'm fighting against, and I can open this with one hand, and I'm ready to go. The simple question is, are you going to have time to get to your firearm if there's a zipper hindering it in the way? And oh, by the way, let's not forget, zippers can malfunction. They can break, they can get dirt caught in them. They can be hard to find in a high stress situation. When your adrenaline pumps, your fine motor skills disappear. So when that happens to you, are you gonna be able to find your zippers in time before bad guy gets to you? This is why milliseconds matter, because a millisecond is the difference between you pulling the trigger or the bad guy pulling the trigger. Most people order an inside the waistband holster online thinking that they're good and they're covered for every situation and scenario, but that's just not the case. Concealed carrying is very situational. So you might not always be wearing jeans with a belt, and a flannel. There may be times where you're wearing your joggers, where you're wearing your sweats, where you're wearing your gym shorts, and you're wearing a tank top. It might be kind of difficult to carry at those times, and you probably find yourself leaving your gun inside your car or at home, and this gets rid of every excuse. So now you can carry no matter where you're going, no matter what you're wearing, and oh, by the way, you can get to it just as fast, if not faster, than carrying inside the waistband. I wanted to dive into some of the details and how I have my Marshal grab bag set up. So my personal everyday carry in the Marshal is the P365X macro. I just got back from SHOT Show, so I have a couple of patches here. I have a Radian patch and I have a SimX patch. I also have a Snake Staff Systems tourniquet in there. It does fit in our magazine Velcro carriers. So I am right-handed, so normally I would suggest putting your right arm through if you are right-handed. So typically I carry my Marshal bag crossbody just like this. Once in a while, occasionally I'll carry it appendix / fanny pack style. But I normally have it right here, kind of in my working space. And that way you can grab with just your support hand. So then I can draw and then punch out. And then you should never flag yourself while doing this. If you're doing it correctly, you should, so drawing right here, I am not flagging myself at all. So, and then I come right here, bam. I do have room to carry my wallet in here. I do kind of have a fat, chunky wallet in there. Then I also keep my AirPods in here. And then I normally have my keys in here. I took them out, they're upstairs. We also have these little pockets on either side, so if you want to keep like a pocket knife or something in there. If you have one of those giant cell phones, you have lots of room in that back pocket for one. So when you order this brand new, it's not gonna look like this. This one's broken in, this one's been used, so it opens and closes nicely with all this stuff in here. So when you get yours brand new, it's gonna look more something like this. You might experience something like this right here. So you can see that this magnet is kind of bulging right there. That's not a problem. So the reason it's doing that is while it's being shipped, especially with other bags, when it's coming from our manufacturer to our warehouse, those magnets can kind of shift around. So it's just like a pair of shoes or a baseball glove. You do need to break it in. So what you can do is kind of force those magnets together the way that they're properly supposed to sit. And you might get a little resistance at first. So you can see that I'm getting a little resistance there. It's not wanting to seal up all the way. That's totally normal, that's fine. And if for whatever reason you're having issues with it, send us an email, send your bag back, we'll send you a brand new one. We'll make sure that it's working properly. Again, our quality control, we do go over every single bag before we ship them out. So this should never occur. Not saying it can't occur, I'm sure it can. Like I said, with it being shipped and thrown around, depending on what other packages are stacked on top of this one. So another thing you can do is kind of rub it back and forth, kind of shift it around and get those magnets to shift around. And now you can see that seal is way better already just from doing that simple trick. So now we have a great seal on there. Those magnets are broken in, and with time and use, those magnets they'll settle properly and it's gonna work fantastic for you. We do send our bags with a little leather tassel. You didn't see one on mine. I took mine off, just personal preference. A lot of people like to leave it on, so totally up to you. So you'll notice this strap that we have, it is a 50-inch strap on the Marshal bag. And so it goes out quite a ways. So if you're a big boy, it's gonna fit you just fine. So once you figure out what your size is, we have these two elastics right here that you can see. And that just kind of keeps your tail end buttoned up. So what I normally like to do, you can do it however you want. The best way that I have found how to keep this strap is I will put the two elastics kind of ahead of the tail, and then I'll take this end and I'll loop it through both elastic loops, just like so. Kind of give myself some room. So then you'll end up with something like this. And then I take it another step further and I take this loop right here, I fold it over the first elastic, so the first one, and then I tuck it into the second elastic, just like that. And then I kind of cinch it up a bit. Then you're left with that. And then you should never have to undo this unless you really have to stretch it out, because what you can do is you can just grab this end, grab the buckle, and you can just tighten it from there, or you can loosen it, just like that. So you should never really have to mess with these elastics a whole lot after you figure out your sizing. And then just like the gunslinger, we do have this buckle. It is very strong. Just like our gunslinger bag, we are very deliberate with every piece and part of this bag, the material, the magnets, the strap, the buckle, all of it is very durable. This material, what's nice about it is not only is it water resistant, but it'll stretch and form to whatever you have inside of there. So you can see how thick this bag can get. So if you have, you know, a Smith & Wesson Shields single stack gun, this bag is gonna stay very slim. whereas I have my X Macro in here, so it is stretched. I also have a tourniquet in there, and my wallet and keys and AirPods, whatever else I keep in here. So depending on what you pack in here, it'll stretch and form to whatever your setup is in this bag. So up front, you have this waterproof zipper right here. So that's gonna keep all the moisture out of there, all the dust out of there. You are going to have these same pockets as the gunslinger inside of here. So there are credit card slots. There is a little mesh pocket over here for AirPods. That's what I keep in there, AirPods. Keep my wallet somewhere right here with a couple extra cards. There is a carabiner in here. You want to attach your keys or a key fob in there. And then there's a little elastic in there for chapstick or whatever else you want to keep in there. Obviously we have this main compartment right here. So in this compartment, we have Velcro, loop, and molly. So very customizable, extremely modular bag. So if you have a lot of aftermarket products you want to throw in here, you have a lot of options. You can Velcro them in, you can molly them in. So totally up to you, totally up to the end user. We do have a bundle deal on our website where you can get a bag, you can get a custom holster and a magazine carrier, and you get it at a discounted price rather than buying them all separate. Hop on there and take advantage of our bundle deal. You'll save a couple bucks for sure doing that. And because concealed carrying is situational, we do have another option. So this is a gunslinger. This is my personal gunslinger that I keep my inside the waistband holster in with a Neomag hook and loop panel here. So essentially what happens is you can take our inside the waistband holster or whatever inside the waistband holster you have, and now you can go from inside the waistband carry, and now you can throw it right inside this bag, and it clicks in there just like that. And you still have room for an extra mag or two or whatever else you want to carry. So go check out our inside the waistband Horus holster. Just to kind of demonstrate for you what this would look like. Take my P365 X Macro, inside the waistband holster. We definitely didn't skimp out on this. We used the expensive hardware on here. And so now, when you want to carry inside the waistband, just like that, it functions just like a normal inside the waistband holster. And then maybe you're going to the gym or you're going to the pool, you're throwing on your swim trunks. Now you can go from carrying inside the waistband to now you can carry inside your grab bag. Just like that. And it functions the same way as our other holsters do. So we do sell these Neomag hook and loop panels on our website. If you are interested in one of those, we just became a distributor for them. They are going very fast, so make sure you grab one while there's still time. The nice thing about these bags is they are totally customizable. Our Velcro holsters that we sell, they are top-notch, top of the line, very high quality. We have commercial grade Velcro here on the back, which a lot of companies that do make Velcro holsters, they skimp out on their Velcro and your gun ends up falling out on the ground when you open your bag up. So we didn't want that. And all of our holsters are very precise, very well made, very soft edges, very precise cuts. And then now, what's nice about this is now you can orient your gun however you want in there. There's a lot of material laying around behind me. We've been very busy trying to knock out all of your orders in a timely manner. Just want you guys to know that we are busting our butts for you guys here in this holster shop, constantly working, sometimes 7 days a week. A lot of times it's 7 days a week right now. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all of your support. We really appreciate you guys. You guys are the reason that we're able to do this. Thank you guys for watching and for all of your support. And always remember, milliseconds matter.